Beautiful. Here we go. And it is going to be a pretty big clash of styles. I mean, Nice, despite being probably one of the most standard players in the region and becoming more and more so, is still from a very aggressive region, and that does come out in his play quite often, as we just saw against Clem. But he comes up against the wall.
And here he is, Dimao himself, spawning in the top right-hand corner of Inside and Out. We have the red Protoss player representing Big Esports, as well as Stormgate, apparently. We have the German Protoss. We have ShoWTimE. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Hold on.
Oh. Are you ready for me?
I'm ready.
Oh, okay. Let's go in. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map is our Taiwanese Protoss in the blue. It is Nice.
I'm rusty, Papi. I haven't done this in a while.
It's been years since I casted. Years.
Be gentle, Papi. Be gentle. Oh. What was that?
As here we go, we are going to be seeing a little bit of a gate expand mirror.
Yeah, here we go. The kind of standard and what you would expect to see here in this PvP on Inside. Now, due to these ramps that we have plenty of in this current map pool, both players are looking to go for some economic openers. We don't have any Hearthstones here. You know, no one's trying to go for a 2-gate opener or anything like that on these ramp maps. They're not crazy.
Great to see these probes dancing back and forth. You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Like a record, baby. Beautiful.
Right, round.
Round. Is that how it goes?
I think that's actually how it goes.
Okay.
As we do see, both players going to be forced to make a Zealot shot. I'm going to be throwing down a Stargate right away. Nice, a little bit more optimistic about his chances of getting down a Nexus here.
That feeling when you sing the correct lyrics, but you realize how dumb it sounds, and you're like, that's
bad.
Is that right? Is that? Oh my god! As I haven't seen this in a while. Nice, he commits and he goes for the cyber block as well.
Yes, I did save up a few extra minerals to go for the cyber block. He will be behind in the Stargate, but he should be able to get a very nice lead on his Nexus.
Yeah, exactly.
He wants to.
If he wants to. Well, it's nice, you know, he can be quite aggressive. Otherwise, we do see him trying to catch the Adept here in the middle of the map. He's going to get a shot off, but ShoWTimE is going to be able to escape the clutches of those gateway units of Nice. Meanwhile, Nice comes in back again, and he throws down another pylon.
Yeah, he really wants to slow this down, and he finally gets his own Nexus down, but what's here to defend this Adept?
Oh, and what's here to defend against these Stalkers as well? We do have a shield battery in the main base, so because of the shield battery, Nice should be fine for the time being in his own main base. Oh, and he's actually forced to recall.
Yeah, ShoWTimE just gets a little bit lucky there that Nice wasn't looking when that shade finished inside the mineral line, because he definitely could have surrounded that with the probes.
Yeah, so unfortunately the intention wasn't quite there in the end. ShoWTimE, his Nexus is late, but he does have his Oracle, so he can make up for that. He's going to try and go into the main base, but the Stalkers are already here. He is in position. Nice defense.
The Oracle is deflected, but the scout has been made. He sees the Twilight Council. He's going to throw down a Twilight Council of his own, so shouldn't really be too far behind in that regard. And these two Oracles should be able to keep a lot of Stalkers home for quite a while.
Yeah, they definitely should. You know, now that we have two Oracles available for ShoWTimE, we have that one-shot potential. We can go in and ignore shield batteries. They just don't have enough healing power behind them to out-heal the DPS of these two Oracles. At the same time, Adept is going for a bit of a scout, confirming the lack of workers. Even though Nice had a much faster second Nexus, he hasn't really been able to make full use of that.
Yeah, it does feel like ShoWTimE's gotten a small advantage here out of this opening. He's going to be throwing down a few more gateways as well, so going up to 4 gates here on that 2 basis, playing things a little bit more safely, as we do see Nice going to be throwing down a 3rd gateway in a proxy location.
Yeah, we have 3 gate blink stalkers being set up. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 4th gate, and there we have it from Nice. So 4 gate blink coming out from our blue Protoss player. Meanwhile, ShoWTimE is a little bit in the dark about this. He hasn't quite seen all of the gateways yet, and the longer this goes on, the more worried I will be for him as the oracles come back in, but just to deal some economic damage.
Yeah, so he gets 2 probes there, throwing down those revelations as well, just seeing what's going on in the base and Nice. And it does look like if he does reroute these oracles, or he does go down instead of up, he might have been able to see that proxy. But at the same time, going for 4 gates before his expansion, he has played this pretty safe. I think he should be okay.
Yeah, ShoWTimE's production isn't looking too bad at all, going for 4 gates of his own, as you were pointing out. So he should be okay. He's setting himself up to expand and take a 3rd base. The real question is Nice going to commit and just be aggressive, or is he going to get a 3rd of his own?
Yeah, it's definitely a question here. I think ShoWTimE recognizing as well with the probes that were missing on that natural nexus there, that he is in a position where he can get away with being a bit more greedy, and he's gonna scout with being less greedy, and he's gonna scout out this proxy gateway. He's gonna lose both oracles as a result, but he sees what he needs to see.
Yeah, he sees, he now is fully aware, and his stalkers are moving on forward. He's going to be looking to depower this gateway, and it looks like he barely will.
Yeah, really nicely done. That means there's no more reinforcements for Nice, so 1 more warp in for him, and he should be able to take this fight.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We do see Nice, both players even just flexing their blink micro, their blink control here. ShoWTimE fighting for his 3rd base. Nice looking to try and force a cancel here. We do have some reinforcements coming in, though, and Nice cannot reinforce.
Yeah, the units of ShoWTimE getting very low. Didn't have time to back off and get that healing, so Nice is starting to snowball with those stalkers. He should be able to warp some in at home and walk them on over, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing. The Nexus has been cancelled, and ShoWTimE had to take a pretty bad fight to try to get that up as well.
And that was pretty crucial because Nice was behind almost 10 workers, by the way. We can see Nice has been slowly catching up, but he was hyper fixated on his Blink Stalker aggression, and in the end, it has paid for itself. He has been able to catch up and even get a lead, and he's even able to bypass the army of ShoWTimE to go straight for the natural.
How come Protoss players not like PvP? This looks fun. We do see Stalker's going to be running circles around ShoWTimE. Pretty good blink there, going to be taking out one of those, but he can't defend the 3rd, and because he can't defend that 3rd, GG is called. Nice takes game 1.
Yeah, ShoWTimE taps out, recognizing that he would have been forced to cancel that 3rd a 2nd time, and he would have been perpetually behind in the mirror matchup. The wall, mate, not strong enough to keep Taiwan out.
Mate, it's a wall for his feelings. He has to quit before that game gets nasty. He's not letting those negative emotions in.
Oh my god. And yeah, we'll see if he can keep that up. We'll see if he can keep the negative emotions out for the rest of the series, because that was pretty close. Even though like we saw ShoWTimE tap out towards the end, like there was so much pressure on Nice deal damage, and he just happened to come across a situation where ShoWTimE was completely out of position, and where that dive just won Nice the game.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe a little bit of a mistake as well of ShoWTimE, or misreading the situation to fight so desperately over that 3rd, because the fight didn't go well, didn't get the 3rd either, so kind of had the worst of both worlds there.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult because if you remember, just before that happened, ShoWTimE lost his oracles, and because of that, he didn't quite know how committed Nice was and how all in he was, because again, Nice had cut a lot of probes. So ShoWTimE, I don't think he fully realized that he could have just like cancelled and given up that location. He would have been fine, perfectly fine, really. So yeah, just a little bit of lack of information there, perhaps, as we are going to be getting ready here for our 2nd game.
I'm there.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
I was like, is everything okay, Pop? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Oh, yes. We are here to bear witness to game 2 between these 2 Protoss players.
Yeah, and there we go. And we're going to be having it on a very small, very scrappy map.
Oh, 'tis going to be on a waterfall. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Waterfall, we have the German Protoss player. He is red, representing Big and Stormgate. It is ShoWTimE.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map is our Taiwanese Protoss, up 1-0 in this series. It is nice.
Representing what team? What do you?
I think he's teamless at the moment. Oh, he's on Good Game Gaming. GGG.
GGG.
Who's the Taiwanese player that's teamless at the moment? Who am I thinking of?
Haas was teamless.
Haas got picked up. He's on Sidestorm now. I know that.
Yeah. But always.
How could I forget that picture?
Oh my god. But yeah, you know, so far not a bad showing here from Nice. You know, we saw him just before this series, by the way, go toe-to-toe with Clem, and even here going toe-to-toe with ShoWTimE. So yeah, like this HomeStory Cup not going too poorly for him.
Yeah, Nice is a powerful player, and already we see he's going to be mixing things up a little bit. So ShoWTimE being allowed to take his gate expand, even skipping units here, and we are going to be seeing Nice going for a 2-gate opener. So the pressure's going to be on Nice to get some damage here. This is a game that I feel like I've seen a lot of times on this map, where the 1-gate expand player plays against a 4-gate or a 3-gate robo.
Yeah, typically it involves max packs.
Or Trigger.
Yeah, true, or the Canadian max packs. But yeah. So we'll see how this all turns out. As you were saying, Nice, despite this map kind of favoring more greedy play, favoring gate expands, he's going for a more aggressive opener, and the onus is on him. He does have a proxy pylon out on the map, but it is a pseudo, it is a fake proxy pylon, so he's kind of trying to get into the mind here of ShoWTimE, and that's kind of working. We can see ShoWTimE is already opening up here with a sentry. He is going to be gathering up that energy, going to be focusing on scouting, going to be having some energy for force fields as well, so ShoWTimE being very safe.
Yeah, definitely playing it a bit more safe there, and I think that's well warranted as the pylon for Nice has been hidden.
Yeah, the pylon has been hidden. We see the tech of choice, and Nice is opening up Stargate. ShoWTimE is already getting a shield battery here on the front wall as well. So you know he's committing quite heavily as Nice does go for a bit of a probe scout, just confirm the defensive position here of ShoWTimE.
Yeah, we can see ShoWTimE just using this probe to search everywhere all over the map. This looks so much like it's going to be a proxy gate or proxy robo aggression, and not having seen anything yet has to be setting off alarm bells in his head.
Yeah, and we can see ShoWTimE even opening up robo, so that's insanely safe. He even throws down a second shield battery at his natural. ShoWTimE 100% thinks that there's a proxy out there, and he's kind of being played for a fool.
Yeah, definitely, and I think if Nice can keep this secret, and if he can dive in with 2 oracles here, there is the potential for a lot of damage. I do think ShoWTimE's hallucinated Phoenix probably saw the Stargate. Let's have a look.
Yeah,
there we go. So he sees that. He sees the oracle as well.
Yeah. So ShoWTimE, he has that scouting information. He actually cancelled his second shield battery. He's forced up his overcharge as well. He has lost a couple of units here to the Stalkers of Nice. And he's actually throwing down a second pylon at this wall as well. So ShoWTimE's still just playing this very defensive, very safe. He even does have a couple of units waiting in the main base for that oracle.
Yeah, exactly. So we do have that set up. Good little bit of damage coming out from Nice. He's going to be taking out one of those probes without losing almost any hull. He does have that second oracle coming in pretty soon as well, and this gets a bit awkward for ShoWTimE because he didn't make any batteries in his mineral lines.
Yeah, so his mineral lines are looking a little bit exposed. We do see 2 adepts going into the main base. They're going to be able to pick off a probe. They're going to be able to, again, just harass and deal a little bit of damage. It looks like Nice, he's trying to pull ShoWTimE apart right now, but because ShoWTimE is contained to 2 bases, I don't know how much success Nice is really going to have here. Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. Dip him once again, but we're going to be losing one Oracle. Could be losing a second Oracle as well. That is not what you want here as Nice. Isn't able to get the Revelation off either. So ShoWTimE going to be looking for a bit of a counterattack here.
Yeah, exactly. We can see ShoWTimE is heavily ahead in that Stalker count. He's got his sentries as well for force fields. And Nice has to be careful. He was able to expand behind this, and he has been able to take a little bit of a slight lead in the probe counts, but he's falling behind in other aspects. He's going to have a bit of a later blink timing. He's working on a forge, though, for his upgrades, and the forge, I believe, was scattered by this hallucination.
Yeah, there we go. So behind this as well, Nice going to be playing safe on the 2 bases. We do see ShoWTimE getting up that third, so I feel like he has a huge lead in this game.
Yeah, he really does. He has a lot of map control right now. Like, Nice isn't going to be pushing out soon to try and deny that third, so ShoWTimE should be feeling pretty comfortable about all of this as well. We do see the Robo just now finishing up here for ShoWTimE. He's now got his blink, so he can just out-control and out-multitask Nice.
Yeah, there we go. He's going to be making that Observer. He's got these Stalkers, his Sentries here as well. But seeing that Nice isn't trying to take a third, probably doesn't feel like he has to, go too crazy trying to get anything done here. We do see him just checking that other third as well with that hallucinated Phoenix. Sees nothing. Probably realizes he's really ahead and he can just chill.
Yeah, like if he really wanted to, he could even get some high ground vision with his hallucinations and try and blink into the main. But as you're pointing out, like there's no reason to. Like there's no pressure on ShoWTimE to just like maybe throw a lead and overextend and be too aggressive. So he's just kind of chilling and saturating his third.
Yeah, there we go. So that third is going to be getting saturated for him. He has that sentry, the forge behind that, getting a warp prism as well. So maybe recognizing that there's a bit of a window here to get some aggression going as Nice tries to take that third.
Oh, exactly. And again, ShoWTimE still has a pretty large Stalker lead. We have sentries available here for Nice. He's going to be able to throw one down and try and disrupt the concave that ShoWTimE is going for as they dance here with each other. ShoWTimE still waiting for his prism, but Nice, because of the earlier forge, he's going to have a bit of an upgrade advantage.
Yeah, both players just dancing back and forth, trying to snipe out each other's sentries. I think they might have been able to get one each. We do see that prism is finished up for ShoWTimE. He has a few more gateways kicking in as well, so I just want to chill for a little bit until those come up, and then he can hit a bit of a power spike there. Actually taking a fourth behind this, I really like that.
Yeah, again, there's no reason not to right now. Like, ShoWTimE, for the most part, has control of the map, which is also why, I appreciate that Nice is going for something else to try and come back here. He is going for a bit of a Dark Shrine. He knows that he's in a bit of a rough position. He has to try and come back in some way. He's also still staying on top of his upgrades as well. +2 is going to be a really big timing here for Nice.
Yeah, this game is going to get away from Nice quite quickly if he's not able to get some damage done. So the DTs makes a lot of sense. He's going to be getting his extra gases as well. So he might have a bit of a +2 charge Archon timing here.
Oh, exactly. We'll see if he can make use of that. Meanwhile, ShoWTimE does have observers out on the map. Oh, he actually has one parked over his natural entrance and the other with his main army. So he is fully aware of how dangerous DTs can be in this kind of situation. And for the most part, he is set up for it.
Yeah, there we go. I think ShoWTimE probably going through in his head all the ways that he could lose this game, trying to make sure that he's ticking all those boxes, considering how far ahead he is. He can just make a bit more of a defensive posture and just make sure he's not going to die to anything silly. He does have a bit of a move out here, but we can see his army absolutely dwarfs that of Nice, hence the aggressive blinks.
Yeah, and immediately 2 sentries are going to go down here. ShoWTimE rushing across the map. He still has that massive army advantage. We do have equal upgrades as well. 1-1 for both players. We do have the shield batteries over here on the high ground, so pushing up this ramp is still going to be a little bit difficult here for ShoWTimE.
Yeah, ShoWTimE just shuffling his units around there, trying to expose those zealots and try to get those on top of the stalkers here. It does look like Nice is going to have a difficult time with those.
Yeah, at the same time, Nice is going for some DT harass. We have one at the third, one trying to go into the natural, and one at the fourth base. This will force a recall. At the same time, Nice is engaging with the main army.
Yeah, we see a recall on the observer and a few stalkers. A cannon here in the main fort. ShoWTimE and he is just going to be pulling back. Doesn't want to be distracted and microing that force while he tries to deal with these DTs.
Yeah, bearing in mind that the DTs have done a great job distracting. The Prism is going to be going down. ShoWTimE lost a good portion of his Stalkers as well. He was a little bit distracted. Nice was able to capitalize, but these charges are making the micro a little bit awkward here. Nice is losing a lot of Stalkers in the retreat.
Yeah, there we go. Pretty crazy situation, but not badly handled by ShoWTimE. Only losing 8 workers, considering there was DTs in every mineral line and a fight going down at the same time. Really not that bad at all, and I think he still does maintain his lead.
Yeah, he does. The DTs are being cleaned up. The Prism of Nice just got sniped as well at the triangular third. And the aggression has ended. You know, the aggression is subsiding here. Nice, I believe he only has a single DT remaining. But Nice, he just doubles down. He's getting Blink.
Yeah, there we go. So Nice going to be going heavily into that DT Blink. Has that +3 attack on the way as well. So he is really far ahead on the attack upgrades. If he can draw this game out a little bit more, that could help him out, as we do see some extra forges being started up by ShoWTimE.
Yeah, it looks like he has recognized that he's falling behind in the upgrades. He's got +1, but only +1, so he's got to try and come back somehow, some way. And the forges are going to help, but as you were saying, Nice is going to have a timing.
I guess ShoWTimE lost his forge. I missed that.
Yeah, the DTs, they were able to pick up that forge. Meanwhile, in comes the Blink, and ShoWTimE loses his third.
Wow, great positioning. Great snipe coming out from Nice, and it does feel like Nice is starting to claw his way back into this game. This has been beautifully played, and ShoWTimE's army, he does lack splash. He really lacks a way to very quickly deal with these armies of Nice.
Yeah, like going charge lots and Blink isn't bad, not at all, but it feels like ShoWTimE, typically when you go for that swarm toss style, you need a swarm, you need to overwhelm your opponent, and he doesn't have that numbers lead like he once did.
Yeah, Nice is really out-positioning him. We see he's taking out a few extra probes here. Might even be able to blink off in such a way to try to get towards that 4th base, but actually getting caught out here. The Zealot flank is really good from ShoWTimE.
Yeah, we have a bit of a surround being set up, but at the same time, we do blink away. Nice is able to stutter step his way all the way back towards his 3rd base. Is going to bleed out a lot of Stalkers, and does only trade out with Zealots.
Yeah, it does feel like he took out a lot of Zealots, though. I'm not sure how he did so well in those trades there, but he finds himself with a decent supply lead now for the first time in this game.
Oh yeah, he's got the supply lead, he's got the worker lead, he was able to get his 4th base up and running, fully operational. He goes for a massive warping of DTs, bearing in mind that these DTs now have Blink. Nice, he's trying to divert the attention of ShoWTimE here towards the south, as the DTs are going to try and slip in towards the north.
Yeah, and this is a lot of Stalkers, and they're +3 Stalkers against +1 Stalkers of ShoWTimE. I think Nice can take this fight.
Ooh, I think so as well, especially out of range of that shield battery. ShoWTimE, he does pull back towards that. At the same time, the DTs towards the north were deflected. They didn't find a way in, so ShoWTimE was able to defend on multiple fronts, but the main army fight, he is losing it.
Yeah, there we go, and the shield battery overcharge does run out. Nice smells blood. He's going to be getting in there, trying to take this fight. Charge lots being walked in at the front, but they're going to go down the blink of an eye against these +3 Stalkers, and Nice is breaking through in a game where he was so far behind.
Yeah, the aggressive blink forward. Nice knows he has the advantage. He breaks the defensive line here of ShoWTimE. The boys are being pulled, but it's not enough.
Wow.
GG gets called.
What a comeback from Nice. That was masterfully done.
Oh my god, Nice was borderline dead, Papi. Like he was in a really rough place earlier where he was behind economically, he was behind with his army. Like the only thing that he had going for him was when he went for that fast forge and that dark shrine. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, he was down 20 supply, down a full base, and that DT attack really turned things around.
Yeah, it's as you were pointing out, it's not like the DTs themselves dealt too much damage, but they caused chaos and they forced ShoWTimE's attention elsewhere. And there were like these little wins that were happening, you know, like killing the forge, getting a couple of probes here and there, buying time for Nice to rebuild his economy or build up his economy. And also Nice was catching a couple of Stalkers here and there. Like he was trading quite efficiently amidst the chaos. So yeah, it was almost kind of like a death by 1,000 cuts sort of thing. Like it wasn't like one major thing, it was like a bunch of small things that added up there.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the way that he put ShoWTimE on the back foot there forced him to constantly react to his Stalker movements and be one step behind despite being ahead economically. It really worked in his favor.
It really did. And that was really impressive. GG, nice. You know, this is a story where, you know, we don't have a happy ending for both players. There was no 1-1 here, a straight up 2-0. So very impressive play there by Nice, really proving his mettle in PvP. You know, playing against Haas season after season after season, it does something to you.
Yeah. I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth, but Taiwan over EU?
Oh.
Maybe.
Calm down, puppy. Calm down. Oh god. But yeah, congratulations to Nice again, having a really good showing against arguably the best Protoss and best Terran in Europe. Very well done indeed. I'm sure MaxPax would have something to say about it, but MaxPax did not go to HomeStory Cup because you have to be there in person, and MaxPax is not a person. It's
He's a figment of our imagination.
Exactly. He is the Terran Smoge embodied into a living AI on the ladder. Oh my god. So yeah, great showing there from Nice, and now we have but one series remaining tonight. Uno más, papi, uno más.
Oh, uno más, por favor.
Oh.
Is it a TVP?
Oh, it is a TVP, the final TVP here of the night. We saw him at the start of the evening, at the start of the broadcast. Drogo is going to be making a return.